Right, y'all, welcome back. Today is Saturday, April 19th, I believe, 2025. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna put some more work in on this abomination. Where we left off last weekend was we blocked the doors again in 180, and we got them in 2 coats of epoxy. We also did the driver's side quarter panel, which I can't get over there to show you right now, but you guys saw that last weekend. Yesterday I put about 5 hours in on this thing by myself, and I did some more work to the drip rails. I did a small round of U-Pole dolphin glaze and blocked them with 180 and then 3 coats of epoxy. So they're looking a lot better. I would say they're about 90% where they need to be, both sides. As you guys remember, all this was non-existent. Now this looks a little chewed up. We're not really focused on this area because the stainless strip rail covers all this. All we're focusing on is this shape right here. And the top side looks great, blocked down great. A little bit more detail work on this right here, but really not much. But I'm pretty much convinced that I think we're going to go ahead and use polyester primer on this car. Probably Featherfield G2, just as insurance. I mean, it's looking really nice, but we want it to look as good as we can get it. So I think we're going to go with polyester primer in some areas. Not the entire thing. I don't think the trunk needs it. So I told him to go ahead and order that. Like I said, just for some insurance. Today, I think we're going to have a full crew here. So what we're going to do, as you can see right here, door jambs. I think I'm going to focus on door jambs, some detail work, door jambs, and rockers. Because when we did the quarters, we didn't do the rockers. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to bolt the moonroof tub in place. Now, on Thursday after work, I smeared some fiberglass filler over some pinholes. I'll show you guys outside in a second. But what we're going to do is we're going to bolt the tub in, tighten it down, and then probably finish up body work on the roof. I know there's a pretty significant dent here somewhere, but block the whole roof with the tub in, and then fit this in. Make sure it still fits, which it should, and all that. The reason why we want to bolt it in, now I want you guys to listen to what I'm about to tell you. You got to bolt the tub in the bodywork stage. Reason being, if you don't, you can ask me how I know this, because it happened. You're going to get your heart broken. You can sit here and block this down. I mean, you have to add filler here and there. You can get it looking glass smooth. Paint the car, go bolt the tub in, and it may or may not pinch in some areas because it bolts in, I think, about 8 bolts. Right here, right here, right here, back here, 2 in the back. When you're bolting the tub up, it's going to want to pinch the metal down. Your filler could crack if you put too much, or if, either way, it could crack after paint. That's what happened to me. Got my heart broke. So tech tip, do your body work with the tub bolted in. We're going to do that today. After that, you could unbolt it and take it down, but still, I would probably leave it in. We're probably going to leave it in now that it's repaired. Let me show you guys what's outside. All I did was smear some fiberglass filler, some Bondo brand, down here, a little bit in the corner. Now, whenever we installed this, 3 years ago probably, Justin came and did it. We did cut the metal out and replace it, but Bobby didn't fully weld it. He kind of, about every inch or so. So all I did was just smear the fiberglass. Just needs to be waterproof. It's waterproof now. So we did some more on the back side. Like I said, I did this on Thursday. And just spray paint. Use Bondo brand, straight up Bondo. Added some resin to thin it out a little bit. I You get a quart for $10, man. And for something like that, I'd use Bondo all day, man. Use the cheapest stuff you can find, because we're not worried about, you know, bubbling up or, you know, anything like that, man. We just want it waterproof. Headliner's going to cover the entire thing. So that's today's plan. Get this roof locked in, get these door jambs, get these rockers. We may hang the doors. We'll see. We'll see. Trunk's ready to go on. The problem is we still need to do some filler work where the gas tank filler was at. You see the welded seam. I think it's easier to do with no trunk on, so you're not risking bumping your head every time you get in and out. So probably leave the trunk off. Anyways, let me get moved around, get set up, bring you guys back once I put some work in. Got this side rocker done. That's blocked in 180. Put a little bit of dolphin glaze in the jam just to clean it up. Sanding that right now. Same thing on this. A little better. The reason why this is so bad because he gapped it. Actually, I think he gapped the passenger side twice.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's a lot better. A lot better.
So I would, when it's getting close, like this is already there. Switch to 180.
Okay.
So kind of.
Yeah, cause like this is good.
Yeah. See, it's still a little bit. Yeah. There. So I would switch to 180 at that point.
Okay.
But like that ugly, I'd keep it at 80. You know, until it gets.
Do another couple more passes on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Full spread like a centerfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I think this section is pretty good. In fact, once I'm done with this jam, I'm gonna get in there and
I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, then put some guys coat and block it down. See what we got. Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. You didn't see it, but you can feel it.
Alright. Moving right along.
Feels good.
And a little bit, maybe dolphin.
A dolphin? What? Oh, you need a little bit.
Is right there?
Yeah. Not much, man. You almost look professional, man.
I try to.
Yeah.
You know, I try to look the part.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I know what I'm doing, but at least I look.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. Well, the roof should be, all the filler work should be done on the roof today. Jams, rockers, and detail work in the trunk gutters will be done today. For pinhole, use the red spot putty I have inside.
It's done.
So good, man.
Maybe at the
A
bottom?
little bit right here. Might need 80 for that. Gonna wear your finger out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 40 hours in a day, Bobby. Huh? Cheap labor, man. A cheeseburger and a place to use the restroom. Man, what a job this roof has been, man. From the get-go, dude.
Yeah.
The whole damn thing.
Yes, but the small block. Kind of like that, but there's no little blue one. Look at it. Put the lazy on it. Alright. Hag dog.
Huh?
Hag dog.
Good, I'll still got things up. But I'll start over here.
Can't do that. Can't do that in a subdivision.
Paint black.
Yeah.
What?
Inside.
Inside.
I would. The flange or the tub?
No.
Right now?
No.
I would mask it. Right now.
No, we're talking about when we paint the car.
Get the car.
Oh, we could paint it black. You want it black?
Well, then we'll epoxy it. Like, leave it epoxy, yeah. That's it. It'll look better.
Next round.
Black, and then there's a chrome or pavement.
Yeah.
If you're gonna paint that black, leave that thing black. If you're gonna paint the color of the car, then I would chrome that. My opinion. Because then you're gonna have pink, black, and chrome. Come on.
Black's all that for the color.
Yeah, that's too many colors. Either paint it all the same color with that chrome flange, that chrome piece, or paint that thing all black on the inside.
All black.
All black. Okay, yeah, that'll look good.
You picked it because it's the cheapest. All right, we just gotta finish blowing the outside on, or it's done.
I think it's done, man.
Here, hold this.
So what do we say, 32?
I'll say 32.
I mean, you might as well. 16 and 16.
Maybe maybe the viewers can comment on what we finally chose to go with. Why not?
There's only two options. What are you giving away?
Oh, really? Could be 32, could be 24.
A couple videos I gave away, you know, food and a couple stickers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe
we need to do a quiz for the giveaway, man. Like
maybe a hug. Give away a hug. They can come give you a hug, man.
hugs, hugs for homies.
Hugs for. There it is, man.
Bad thought, Cholos.
Nah, here's a giveaway.
Free hug. Man.
If somebody can say what size wheels are on the yellow 68,
Well,
13s or 14s.
Everybody knows that.
Okay. Well, the first person to comment with the right size, 13 or 14 inch on the yellow 68 that we built on the channel gets a.
Hey, what if I get in and comment first?
You get a free koozie.
You get a free hug.
That's the giveaway, man. What size wheels are on the 68? 13 or 14. Could go either way.
You want Modelo? Hey, yeah.
White keys.
I always forget, man. Why do we wipe it down?
Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
You know me, I'm a little slow at this, so I always gotta
at
ask.
this stage, you know, I don't know what happens if you don't, honestly. But I mean, you want it as clean as possible. You don't want to trap anything in there, because what we're doing is basically what I call an epoxy sandwich. So we got epoxy filler and we're going to put more epoxy.
On
Well,
top.
you don't want to trap stuff in there, and then it needs to come out, and it's going to result in maybe some sort of reaction or a little bubble or something.
True.
So just a little, you know, it takes 15 minutes to wipe this down.
Good point.
Right now, we're not being we don't need it like super clean. You know, if you wanted it super clean, we would be using special wipes. We'd have gloves on and all that. But at this stage, the whole thing's getting sanded anyways.
What about washing it?
No.
No wash?
You did the rocker?
Yeah.
No washing. Now, if it was all coated and there's no filler, yeah, you can wash it. Because if you try to wash it, like that water is going to absorb in the filler, and man, you're asking for trouble then. Here, chase that. So, chase it after with the air, just to kind of help it dry. Still dirty.
You got this side?
I did. Feels flat.
Yeah.
Feels good. That's okay.
You know whose arms ain't gonna be flat after this? Elijah's and Johnny. Them arms gonna be swole.
It'll be hurt.
Yeah. Figure that out. So right now we're just using these towels. This is basically like the equivalent to them blue shop towels, kind of. You know, cheap.
And they're free.
Yeah, they were free. So when it comes time to actually paint, we use a different white. We'll get to in a couple weeks. That's better.
Oh yeah, I like
I'll
that.
bring the air time. I'm so sick of this damn gas door.
It's gone. I don't see it no more.
It's a little bit.
It's a little step, a little ripple.
It's a little ripple.
It needs primer. With the high build, we're golden. We let that sit about 10 minutes or so. Make sure everything evaporates out.
And then we'll come back.
And we'll come back. We already got our stuff mixed up. Let that cook or whatever you want to call it. Come back, give it a little something like that. A little stir.
It's ready.
All right. We're gonna be spraying it with the usual, the V-Bore. This we can spray without sanding because I already sprayed. I sprayed this yesterday, so it's still in the recoat window.
Okay.
So it ain't gonna affect it. You know, it's not. It's still gonna bond to itself.
Plus, you don't want a lot of.
Yeah. We don't. Yesterday I took this down to metal when I reworked the drip rails for the third time. I took all these down, the drip rail itself down to metal. You don't want a lot of buildup on that. You don't. I mean, because we've epoxied it. I don't know, like 3 times. And then primers next and all that. Base coat, clear coat. Before you know it, you got 1/16 of an inch of material.
Yeah.
And you go to try to put your drip rail on,
And it won't fit.
and it's gonna have trouble.
Bend.
So before sealer, we'll probably take them down again, bare metal, and just reduced epoxy, base and clear, and it's not a lot of material. Or maybe not even that. We could probably not paint these.
Yeah.
I mean, they're covered by the drip rail anyways,
Yeah.
So we put some filler in here. I mean, you can see it's not much, just to
Make it look nice.
make it look nice, that's all. Little divots or whatever were filled with glaze. All this is still bare metal on the edges, so it's not like it's caked on. You know what I mean? Even the roof, let me see. The flange, it's bare metal all on the edges, so it's not like we, backyard hacking.
Yeah.
So we'll bring you guys back once we start spraying. Get my mask, but go ahead.
That's good, buddy.
Down here where you cut. See where you cut it?
All the way across.
I think you cut it all the way, yeah.
You're not using no more cutoff wheel. The only thing you're allowed to use cutoff wheel is this little right here. We're not using no more cutoff wheels on this
You're gonna
car.
have to use a cutoff wheel.
You gotta cut it to recess it.
What?
He's talking about recessing the taillights. I said we're not using no more cutoff wheel on this car.
No tail lights.
Shade the taillights.
I mean, most guys who build these cars, the taillights don't work anyway, so what difference does it make?
Man, that's such a pet peeve of mine. You got these $100,000 cars and the tail lights don't work.
Paint them on.
You see again? All behind the ground.
Alright, so the roof is in, about 2.5 coat. It's looking better. It's looking better. What you think, man?
Man, it looks 100 times better.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to catch all the work we did on camera, but that roof needed a lot of work.
And then the jams. Man, I can't believe we missed this right here, man.
What?
This section right here.
No.
I didn't even think of that.
No French?
You feel it?
Right here. Missed that. This looks good. That's what we did today. Rocker. Of course, you can't really see it, but
You can drive to your mailbox.
this looks good right here, man.
Yeah, it does.
With both sides. So I'd call that done, except the top section. That don't need no more work. I don't even know how that happened.
What?
All them gouges.
They're like the.
That's what we cut out. Probably when we cut out the old port.
Oh, they don't have spot wheels. It's something else.
Looks like a sharp bitty.
We trimmed all this off. That looks nice. That's a good idea. I don't know why they even put that there.
I don't need it. No, you just need to cut this little one here. Be done.
What you think, Bobby?
It's a lot of work. Coming too fast.
Bobby's getting ready to spend a bunch of money now.
You want to sponsor somebody? Need Bobby.
Yeah, so everybody wants to sponsor a gallon of Deltron.
We need a gallon of Deltron base coat.
Do it for the kids, man. Bobby's a kid.
Yeah, man. We need a GoFundMe. GoFund Deltron.
He's just out of middle school.
Maybe we can he's just out of middle school. Maybe we could take a survey on how much people think that gallon of paint's gonna cost.
Man,
I'm coming in at $1,200.
man, you should have said that and then put that as a giveaway. Whoever can guess the price on that gallon of paint.
Well, they could do 2 giveaways.
When the time comes, we're gonna do
You
that.
could do 2 giveaways.
Man,
No, we do 1 giveaway per video, Bobby.
You could do 2 today.
yeah. So
So
when
we
we
have a special guest.
when we got that paint mixed, they can only mix that particular color in the most expensive.
Well, that's what they say.
I mean, I don't know what it would be missing if they mix it in something lesser, but I mean, I wouldn't use nothing less than.
No, I wouldn't use Shopline.
I would have used Shopline Plus. I would have used Lessenol or Deltron.
Deltron. What you think, Fredo? How much that gallon gonna come in at?
Let's see. Are we calculating tariffs and all that stuff?
I mean, well, it's oil based, so it
Hey
should
man,
be
is
cheaper.
there a tariff from Humble to Roger?
We're talking about maybe 12, 13, 1300.
13? Okay.
Yeah.
I said 12.
I'm gonna go with solid 1,000.
1,000.
I'm gonna do like Price is Right.
I want to say when he first got the sample, it was 1,000. So it had to have gone up.
Did they quote him 1,000?
Well, I had originally asked them for a pint, and they mixed a quart on accident.
Okay.
So they gave me the pint.
And the quart was like 2 bills?
Yeah, man, it was like 180.
Okay.
That was he gave me the price for the pint.
That was like 2 years ago.
That was like 3 years ago. And that's what I told Bobby. Man, that was 3 years ago the price. So nothing costs the same from 3 years ago.
Oh, we did mount the tub. I didn't even show that. Tub's in. Bolted down, ran the drain tubes, tucked in, and they drop right here. Of course, they need to be trimmed. I think the sail panel looks pretty good, man. Considering this whole chunk right here was gone.
Yeah.
That was gone. All this was gone. All that was gone. All that was gone.
This is basically a brand new car, man.
All the trunk was gone. OG shelf.
Oh, the pockets back here were gone.
Pockets were gone.
All of this was
The whole back end was gone. That's original, right?
Yeah,
That and the dash.
and the inside
You
wheel
talking
wells.
about the back,
Oh, the inside wheel wells.
backseat braces are original?
Did we replace both outside wheel wells or just the
I think pieces.
One.
one outside? Was it this one?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's the one with no rust.
Oh yeah, it was the one with no, this side.
Oh, yeah.
This was missing. The rocker was missing.
Both rockers are missing.
Both rockers are missing.
And me and Johnny were just talking about it. I remember when the car first came in, we were poking holes in the bundle.
Might have to edit that in, man. Well, I was gonna save that for when it's actually painted.
Yeah, when we took off the front end, remember?
We broke it down in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
We were talking about Cuba and what they would have done.
Let's put a boat motor in this thing.
That's funny, man. All right.
Both have LSs.
Yeah. This one is.
I think this side of the drip rail is, I would call that. Yeah. It's a shame because so much work goes in, then you spray it and it looks the same on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Camera don't pick up the amount of work that's been done. Anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed it.
We put the hoses.
Yeah, show that.
The hoses on the
Need to get them skirts down, man. Epoxy them
Where they at?
in the back of the table.
Yeah, it might need to be worked in a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, not to. They fit good,
Yeah,
but maybe around where they're bent, maybe a little bit of U-pole or something. Anyways, man, we need to get all this stuff back in here. Y'all stay tuned for next week. Thanks for watching.
You can put 6 miles on the dash?